putting a new install here, George. We've just got to, so I've just received another intercooler in the mail. Turned up for Sam's car here. We've just installed it.
That's nice. Hey everybody, it's me, your boy. What's up? What? We need to come up with a new intro.
New intro?
New intro for 2022. It's 2021 part 2. G'day everybody.
How are you?
Welcome back to Street Race Solutions.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's now 2022.
It's 2022. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And a festive holiday.
Had a festive holiday.
Very festive holiday.
A safe, happy, and a safe New
Safe,
Year's
happy
season.
New safe Sarah's. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah, hope you had a good one.
Hope you had a good one.
We had a quick little 2-week break. Daniel off to everywhere, left me here all alone.
I've been all over the countryside, still no licence.
Still no license. Been walking. So,
I've jogged. Bye-bye. Yeah.
a lot's happened, but not really a lot's happened, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, look,
at all.
we've been busy, but just looking.
Been busy, but
doing a bit.
The obvious one, the elephant in the room, is the little silver 33 behind us here. So this is
the elephant in the room, the little one. The
little
one, the elephant in the room.
Little silver elephant. This is a Series 2 factory turbo manual R33 that I picked up just after we stopped.
Yep, so pulled up on holidays and then went back and just
basically, yeah, when I'm glad I did because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Do all week, all
literally
holiday.
for 2 like.
Well, you could have come out, yeah, you know, come Bundy.
I'd rather shoot myself.
What? My nana's sick.
She's ill.
Well, no, like,
my nana's.
I don't mean sick as a compliment. I mean sick as there's 60 things that were wrong with her.
Anyway, so yeah, little side project to keep me busy for a little bit. Quick rundown: 2530. It's a factory 30 bottom end. 3576. Gen 1 Garrett turbo there, early 6 manifold, Greddy forward-facing plenum. It's got a link ECU in it. The headlights are actually intact with all the grille mounts.
They're not even
so
broken.
If anyone wants to give me an exuberant amount of money for these, hit the Street Race page.
Hit us up.
Plasma Man intercooler on the front there, as you can see.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, other than that, pretty much slap it together, E85, make around 400 horsepower, and then
buy it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buy it.
Do a fatty down the street, and then it'll be on
females and f off.
Pretty much, it'll be on a marketplace near you very soon. So if you're looking for a factory manual, Series 2, R33, very clean. It's got a bit of a leb spec interior, but other than that,
I was going to say, what's the go with the leather
interior? I don't know. Eh? It's leather and purple. It's a bit odd.
Actually, oh, yeah, literally.
It's kebab sauce.
Like, has it been redone?
Yeah.
Clearly.
It's kebab sauce white.
Yeah, she's done up.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. That's on this hoist.
That is that.
Daniel's in the process of knocking up some intercooler piping for me.
Making, not knocking. I don't think I knock up
making up some intercooler piping. Once I've done that, it's pretty much just I need some TPS wiring, boost solenoid to be wired in, and then a dump pipe, drop a pump in the back, and then get a tune and she'll be eaten. So hopefully
just going to drop a water pump in the back?
Hopefully by the end of January I don't own it anymore. That's the plan.
So buy it.
Quick little month.
All right, Reeve, come over here, George. As you can see, we've got my next motor from the S13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Go on, tell him.
Tell who?
Tell him. Tell him what happened.
Tell him.
Tell him. Daniel's SR had a little
bit of mishap there.
Little knock joke happening at Xmas. Christmas bash. And
Christmas bash.
He hasn't actually looked at it yet, but we're fairly certain it's knocked a bearing out of it.
Yeah, we've spun a bearing in the little SR or got a bit of something wrong with the head. So.
We will rebuild. Anyway, this is the replacement. No.
Yeah, replacement motor.
So Stewie, over the holiday period, sort of dragged his little RB out and started to reassemble everything on it.
His little RB.
So this is the RB32 that'll be powering the jet that's on the hoist behind us. So pretty much just started to assemble this shenanigan here on the side of the motor. So this is like a Barnes dry sump pump. And then on the back of that, we have the mechanical fuel pump, which will be...
Is that what that is?
That's what that is, yeah. That's the mechanical fuel pump.
Cool.
So later we'll be swapping that out for a new one. We just put it on there to mock it up so we can see where everything's going to go. Top of that, he's got the nitrous lines. Nitrous lines are all made up underneath the manifold. And then obviously up here you can see...
Give them a gaze over there, huh?
Yeah, they're over there. We can go over there. Up here we've got twin fuel rails. So this car is going to be running ethanol and methanol. and we are in the process of deciding how we're going to do that. But Stewie wants to be able to run sort of like 1500 horsepower on ethanol on the street, and then when we go to the track, put it on kill mode and run methanol upwards of 2000 horsepower. So that is the plan there. So have this car together, running, tuned, making power, and then it will all be pulled apart again. Everything will be painted, and then it'll go back together for the final assembly. And then we'll go run a 6.
Guacamole, brother.
There's the nitrous lines there, George, if you want to look at them.
Yeah, if you want to come over here, George, show me nitrous lines. Nitrous lines, George.
Nitrous hard lines, so all of those lines are all equal length runners. So fairly important to have equal length runners so that the shot gets to the cylinder at the same time across the range, across the board, across the board. Engine. Yeah, so
the engine board.
We're starting to put together a list. Stuart's got a list of everything that he can think of, and now basically we're going through and breaking that list down into an even bigger list of all the things that we need to do
to sort this list.
Yeah, so
list.
We'll put this up a little bit higher. So in the back, basically, so we've got this fuel tank here is like a custom-made tank by us. So it's a twin tank split down the middle. So on one side we're going to have the ethanol, and then on the other side we're going to have the methanol. Here we've got twin puke tanks. So we wants to run a 6. So as part of the prerequisites for that, you're going to be teched, obviously. So we've got all the cage work done here. On top of that, everything that has an overflow has to run to a tank. So coolant overflow, gearbox, engine, breathers, dry sump breathers, all that sort
fluids needs to go to an overflow.
The diff, anything like that that can possibly put fluid on the track,
it's got to catch it.
Will be going to one of these tanks. And then they've obviously got drain bungs on them so that you can drain them if they do, for whatever reason, fill up. So twin there. These brackets here are going to be holding twin oil coolers with fans on them. So one will be for the engine and one will be for the gearbox, which we can go and talk about now. We're going to go over there. George.
We'll go over there, George.
George. Show me the money.
This here, George, what we got here, George, is quite an expensive little bit of box.
Yeah, and then we've got Stuart's gearbox.
Yeah.
Also, this is the Paul Rogers performance transmission. So this is a Turbo 400. This is Stuart's gearbox for the Jet.
For the Jet.
There's a lot of magic inside of here.
So yeah, you pretty much just bolt that big shiny thing to this face of this, and then you put it in that, and then you run a 6.
Bolt the two shiny things together.
Yep.
Put them in the shiny
big red shiny thing.
And then run a... It's really simple, isn't it? I don't know why everybody doesn't just build 6-second cars.
What?
So easy.
Just paint it red and put two shiny bits together and go hard.
Stuart's Turbo 400 from Paul Rogers.
Come with a wheelie bin.
There's a lot that you could talk about in that gearbox.
But we don't know what to talk about in the gearbox, so we won't go there.
I don't even know where you'd start to talk about it, and it's kind of that like level of technology where you just be like, oh, that's cool.
We don't need to get into it.
No. Anyone. All you really need to know is that it's hectic.
And it can hold up. It's capable of...
It's going to put 2,000 horsepower through to that diff that's in the back of that thing.
To the diff hole.
She's going to go very fast. Anyway.
It's our first day back, George.
Yeah, it's a big day.
It's our first day back. See these?
Twin chutes, that's going on the back of the Jet.
Remove
so
before flight.
Well, that makes it go. That gives the power to the wheels, and then that makes you stop at the end of it. There's a shifter.
Who's shifter?
Shifter.
See that, George? That's a shifter.
So it's
a performance shifter.
The shifter for Stuart's gearbox, so it's a CO2 shifter. So it'll be done with buttons. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Ba, ba. CO2 canister.
Actual. What for?
The shifter.
Why?
Because you can shift with CO2.
Huh? Aluminum only, they reckon. Do not overfill. Well, how do you know when it's full? So yeah, George, this is a CO2 one. You can, this is for the shifter. You change it with the CO2. What else you got over here? This piece of cardboard come in the box with the CO2 thing. We don't really...
All the merch been moved out to here.
Still got plenty of merch left.
Got any merch, go on to Street Race Solutions website, streetracesolutions.com.au, buy whatever you want.
Everything you want.
George will send it to you.
He'll write your name directly on the
post and
send it directly to you. What is that on my knee? That's moisture. Yeah, it's a lot of buckets.
No,
Riviera's still here, George. We've still got the Riviera in the shop.
we did do some mods.
Yeah.
Put a sticker on it.
We spoke about our mods, I think, didn't we?
No, we did this like after that.
Oh.
Put a sticker on it. Good. She just hangs out now. She's probably going to go into retirement.
Just waiting on some parts.
The Evo, finished up the Evo at the end of last year before we finished up, so everything's all powder coated. Manifold was Cerakoted and the turbo was all Cerakoted. Top of that, I got a new Turbo Smart race port blow-off valve. So put all that back together and gave it back to the customer. So it looks schmick now, doesn't it? It looks incredible.
What?
The Evo.
Evo looks beautiful.
So I think now next little round of mods we're going to repaint the tappet cover because the tappet cover is starting to like peel in a couple places.
Yep.
Paint's bubbling up, so that's kind of letting it down at the moment. So we're going to repaint that for him. Aaron's S13 was in, so he wanted to sack it.
He wants to lower his whip a bit, but the exhaust was just in a terrible position.
Yeah.
So what we did was cut and modify some stuff to make it tuck a lot higher.
Yeah. So the V-band was at the lowest point of the exhaust basically. So
that adds an extra 15 mil.
Yeah. So basically moved the V-band up higher so it wasn't an issue, and then tucked the exhaust up higher as well so that he could go lower without it hitting the ground. So it's all done. So I think the goal for the next few weeks is pretty much Stuart's car.
Pump out little RBJET.
Yeah, get it happen. Year of the Jet, old 2022. So
let's get the dog.
Depending on the whole COVID thing, going to Winton Raceway in Victoria with G up. That's on January 22nd.
Skids.
Skid that.
Yeah, I'll skid it.
I'll sell it.
I'll
sell it too.
No, I'll skid it there and then we'll sell it.
Proven drift car.
Yeah, but I'll skid it real well and then everyone's like, I want that.
Brett.
What are you doing, Bubba?
What kind of turbo you run?
Rhett's turbo. What turbo you run? You run Rhett's turbo. Rhett's.
Yeah, I don't know, hopefully,
RLT.
I think we did episode 1 of Stuart's little red car, didn't we? Ages ago. So we're probably going to we will have more episodes of that to come once the car actually goes further back together. So
yeah.
That's probably going to be sort of the focus for the next few weeks. So if you've been hanging around following Stuart for years like everybody else, waiting to see this car actually do something, now's probably the time that it's actually going to happen. Maybe, unless he's changed his mind again.
Look, it's Stuart.
It's likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next few weeks.
What do you reckon that is?
Dart.
Probably
Probably that white dart.
Hey! Got the white dart.
Yeah. I got it right, George.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, stay tuned, see a little red car. VL will be getting some shit done. This thing will be done hopefully in the next week or two. That thing should be making some decent progress very soon as well.
In a week or few.
Couple new cars coming in. Coupler. In the coming weeks, coming months. So
What do we got coming? Do we tell them? Should we tell them? No.
if you want to take bets on
Powers.
what the 33 is going to make, so it's a 25-30. It's got valve springs. That's it.
That's it. It's got valve springs.
It's got valve springs.
Make your bet today.
Valve springs in the head. Otherwise, it's a stock head, stock 30 bottom end. R35 coil, so spark's not going to be an issue. Gen 1 3576. It'll be on E85. Let me know what you think it'll make.
Hey, Rick.
I don't know what this is, but we're doing it. Yeah.
Talk to y'all later.
Yeah, see you on the next
vid.
show.
On the next vid skid.
Hopefully the next one might actually be some form of
No, what do you mean?
structure.
This has been. We've
Next
been
video you're
doing
going to
it.
see this car will be skidding.
No. You run wide fronts, brother.
They're good, eh?
Yeah.
245s. Pannies. Shout out to Jack and Nick. Jack's car, Nick's wheels.
Really?
Yeah.
Jack them up and nick them.
See you later.
Catches.
Catches. We're done, George.
Catch count.